Well, out in the hog pen, there's kind of a misfit group that's been coming into the pen, and I think it's the remnants of the last group that we trapped that didn't actually get caught. They were just outside the pen, and so, yeah, they did get educated, and it's taken them a while to come back around, but they have been coming into the pen, so me and John are going to set out tonight and see what we can do. So stick around, and if we get any action, we'll be sure and share that with you. Well, one thing we did, what we thought was an improvement, is put in about some 300-pound braid that goes to the door. We knew it wouldn't break, and we've had small stuff that the hogs have broken before when that arm on the lever pull on the gate falls down in there. But we ended up tying that back, and we should have just went back with our mono string, but we were still trying to use this real strong stuff, and turns out it's going to come back to haunt us because when it pulls through a washer, it kind of makes a noise. Another thing, we put the trough up front so it'd be in the camera. Anyway, it was a nice evening. The moon was out. We thought we'd have a pretty good sit, so we got up in there before dark, and the hay meadow was real nice. We were hoping we'd see some deer or something come out, but finally it started getting darker and darker on us, and we didn't see really much in the way of movement. So we just kind of sat up in there and twiddle our thumbs, just waiting on something to come. You can see that trough's way up at the front, so it'd be on camera. But anyway, we bought the 300 Blackout and had it setting up in the window. We was ready to go. We're out of 308 rounds, so we rely on the subsonic 300 Blackout, which is fine. Anyway, we started seeing some dark shapes moving around on that hay meadow. We couldn't tell what they are, but we got the binoculars up, and sure enough, it was some bucks and does and stuff out there. So at least it wasn't total monotony. There was some action. And finally, the misfit group started moving in. They kind of balked one time and went all the way around the hay meadow and come back. It took them about an hour. And they were up in the tree line. We thought they'd left, but sure enough, they come back in about an hour, and they just came on in, started eating out of that trough. There was one and two that was kind of spooky, but I kept looking out around to see if I could see any, and finally I thought they're all in there. And then one goes out, then another one goes out. I'm like, oh man, is they ever going to get settled in there? So I'm watching with the binoculars. John's got the stick with the string in his hand, and finally I see him come in. Well, I wasn't sure about that one that was in the back. Finally I saw him come in, and then I'm like, okay, John, get ready, man. You're going to pull that sucker. So he kind of takes the slack off, and bam! We ended up getting stuck with one little old piglet is all we caught. They heard that string pull through that washer, and they was gone. Well, come the next morning, we decided we'd bring the dogs out and train our new hog dog, Sonny Bunny. Get him, Sonny Bunny. Good boy. That's good boy.
I don't think that little poodle wants much of that hog.
Ooh, that's a tough dog. You go get him. Yeah, you get him, Sonny Bunny. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Go get him. Go get him, Sonny Bunny. Get him. Yeah. Go get him. Good boy. Go get him. Good boy. Good boy. Get him. Good boy. Get him. Get him, Sonny. Get him, Sonny. Whoa. Whoa. Get him, Sonny. Yeah, you go get him. You get him. Anyway, we learned our lesson about that cord, so we're going to put some mono 40-pound test up on it. It's going to be quiet and just going to be slicker than owl snot. So anyway, there's a boar coming in with no tail, and then another one's got a scar on his shoulder. We call him Scar. And there's actually, I think, about 4 good-sized boars that have been coming in. Anyway, we're going to try and sit up and see if we can get one of those boars with the rifle. There's I don't know, one that's got a really nice mane on him, and then there's another one, we call him the woolly booger. Kind of got a tan bottom and black top. He's got a real nice mane on him, wild looking dude. But anyway, we're going to sit out and see what we can get. And man, them dogs was flat tuckered out. I know they was glad to get in the easy chair.